Hello, we are so glad you're going to take a little bit of time to listen to our Zoom call and how we believe this new program starting in January, Reset 25, is going to really be impactful for you and those you love. So I'm Mimi Blankenship, and this is Sharon McClellan, and we decided it would be a really good thing for us to share our own experience as well as the science behind this program and why we believe it's going to be a game changer. So, one stat I want to share with you is that about 90% of people this time of year are thinking about their health, like what they want to do in January to kick it off and really step it up and make a change. And so, sadly, though, only about 10% feel successful at that. And so what we want to do is to help you to make the changes that puts you in that category of 10%. And I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I've been doing this program myself, my husband and I, for years. And I would do it and feel successful on the program, but after the program, go right back to doing what I've always done. And so didn't really feel successful in the long run. And we did make that little lifestyle change where we started to actually not go back to the old habits, but to maintain these new habits. And we're going to look at the guidelines here in just a second. But I want to say that we are not perfect and we did not stick to everything day in and day out, but we've still seen significant changes. Matt's lost close to 20 pounds, and I've lost, as of today, 11 pounds and pounds I needed to lose because my goal was really the weight loss was secondary. It was really about achieving my best health because as we get older, we know things start happening, aches and pains and different things kick in. So I wanted to be at my very best health and I feel successful. So I feel like I'm in that 10%. And I want to show you how really getting that sustained success has been a game changer for me. So right now I'm going to share and show you all, I'm going to show you the guidelines and we'll talk about that. So let me see here. There we go. Here are the guidelines, and I want you to see they're down here at the bottom. It's called Reset 25. And we want to add more plant foods and juice plus capsules daily. And we also want to drink 1 to 2 complete shakes daily. And we want to hydrate. So hydration, we're going to say drink half your body weight in ounces, at least that much. And you might even drink more, but that's a great goal is take whatever you weigh, cut that in half and drink that many ounces of water. And then the next one is deep breathing. Breathing is good for releasing stress. So you want to do some deep breathing and get in your sleep. Sleep 7 to 8 hours daily. I know that's hard, and I've got an app now to track that. So that's been helpful. And you want to do about 30 minutes of exercise a day. That can be a brisk walk or a workout or lifting weights. Resistance training is really good for building muscle and reducing fat. So that's what you want to add. And then you can reduce or eliminate caffeine and alcohol. And if you drink a lot of coffee, you might want to just cut back. That may be your first step. You might want to go to decaf. That's something that we do. Eating after 6 p.m. So we want to have that time of intermittent fasting between the last meal at night and the first in the morning. I would say reduce or eliminate processed foods, because anything packaged. We want to stick with what is whole foods, and we are going to provide you with some great recipes along the way. Reduce or eliminate gluten and dairy. Those things create inflammation and also help keep us from losing the toxins that are built up in our body. And the toxins leaving our body allows us to shed the fat. And we'll talk more about, Sharon will talk more about that. And the last one is artificial and refined sugars. So what does that mean? It's any processed sugars. So anything that would be considered okay would be like unrefined maple syrup, honey. There's a couple of alternatives you can use to sweeten things. And like I said, we've got recipes to share that I think you'll really enjoy. So now I'm going to turn it over to Sharon. She is going to talk more about the science side and why this program is so remarkable.
Thank you so much, Mimi. That was amazing. And I'm going to share my screen. I just want to say that behind each of the guidelines, there is a lot of science for choosing that specific guideline. And we're making this short and sweet so that everyone can hopefully listen to it and share it with others that you know and love. But the person that invited you to this can go into more specifically if you're interested in learning more. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, so the foundation of our Reset 25, which I want to say it's a simple and scientifically proven program. And that is what I love about it as a nurse practitioner. I absolutely love the science behind all of our Juice Plus products. And so the Juice Plus products really are at the foundation of the program, along with the very important guidelines that Mimi went over. So it all begins with the essential capsules, which are plant powders, the fruit, veggie, berry, and omegas. And so I just want you to take a look at the beautiful rainbow of nutrients that you're getting. All of the fruits and vegetables and berries that you're getting every single day. So I don't know what a time of day you're watching this, but if you're at the end of your day, think about how many servings of fruits and vegetables did you eat today? We're supposed to get 7 to 13, and even more if you're an athlete. But also think about how many of these that are shown here did you actually get today? Did you eat your kale and your spinach and your broccoli? Did you have acerola cherries and pineapple? Anyway, the long and short of it is very few of us get even 3 to 5 of these amazing, important plants that make such a difference in our health. And then, of course, the omegas are our plant-based omegas. We go straight to the source, which is algae. And I will have to say, just a plug for the omegas. We now know that people with a low omega index are at 30% greater chance, greater risk of dying from all causes. And so a low omega index is not what you want to have. And we know that based on the science behind the Juice Plus Omega, that it does raise your omega index up to the optimal level. So I absolutely love our omegas along with our fruit, vegetable, and berry capsules. So for those of you who are just learning about Juice Plus, and you are thinking, okay, so what is it? You saw the beautiful picture. I think a picture is worth 1,000 words. But I want to tell you a little bit more about how Juice Plus is made, because it's super important. A lot of the produce that we eat now, that we buy at the grocery store, and I love fruits and vegetables, and this is not in lieu of fruits and vegetables. But a lot of what we buy doesn't have near the nutrient value that it did, say, even 40 years ago, because, well, there's a lot of reasons for that, but that I won't go into. But even what we do get, given, what we pick up when we do our weekly grocery shopping, most of it has been picked before it reached the complete ripeness, which we know that the nutrient value is there at the very peak of ripeness. And so it's picked before it's completely vine ripened. And then it's, typically transported, depending on where you get your produce. It can be transported for 2 weeks before you actually see it in the grocery store. And the longer it's off the vine, the more nutrient value it loses day by day by day. So what I love about Juice Plus is it is harvested at that peak of ripeness. It's actually then flash frozen so that none of the nutrient value is lost. It's then really pulverized, it's not really juiced. It's actually put into a big slurry, and it includes the skin and the whole fruit, the seeds, everything, and all of that has nutritional value. And then the plant powders are put into capsules or delicious chewables. And then, as I mentioned, the full spectrum omega blend uses omega-rich algae, berries, seeds instead of the fish. So So what makes it different? You heard a little bit about how it's made. So it is food, not a multivitamin. And we all pretty much probably have heard that multivitamins really are not the way to go. We all have, most of us have this sense that we're not getting all the nutrients that we need every day. Many Americans do try to bridge that gap with a multivitamin. Lots of science showing that doesn't work. Juice Plus is food. There's a food label, same as if you picked up a package of frozen broccoli. It's made with non-GMO ingredients. It's kosher, it's vegan, it's dairy and gluten-free. Secondly, it is safe. This is super, super important. Less than 10% of the supplements out on the market are NSF certified. And that is when a third party comes in and tests the product, saying, showing, proving that what is on the label is actually in the product and that nothing is in the product that's not on the label. So that is super important. I encourage you with all of the supplements that you are buying and purchasing that you make sure that they do have an NSF certification. And then thirdly, my favorite thing, it's the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world. So I was introduced to Juice Plus 20 years ago, 22 actually. And when I was first introduced to Juice Plus by our eye doctor, actually, there were 8 published studies. Now there are 48 published studies and more in the makes. And I just have to put a plug in here that NIH just approached our company about funding one of our new studies. So that is like a gold medal for the Juice Plus company and the type of research we have. And so the other thing that makes us very unique is that we do really care about the health of families. It is the company with a heart, and our founder, Jay Martin, set up this Healthy Starts program years and years ago. And what that does is every adult order can sponsor a child between 4 and actually this says 18, wrong. It goes up through the age of 26 now. So if a 4-year-old starts on Juice Plus, they can actually be on it until they're 26 and get it free with an adult that sponsors them. I mean, who does that? So what do we find with the health study? 60% are missing fewer days of school, 56% are taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription drugs. And then the lifestyle things that Mimi was talking about. They're drinking more water, they're consuming less fast foods, they're eating more fruits and vegetables. And huge thing for not just the child, but the parents too, 66% are visiting the doctor less often. How much does that reduce stress for families? A healthier family is a happier family. So this just gives you a bird's eye view of the research findings. And I'm not going to go into all of these, but I'm going to highlight just a few. Number one, and most importantly, Juice Plus is what we call bioavailable. And that means that when you take your Juice Plus, it's absorbed by the body, and the important nutrients like vitamin C, E, beta carotene go up in the bloodstream. That's huge. As a nurse, when I worked in the hospital, we used to see multivitamins in the bedpan. I mean, they actually came out the same way they went in. And so bioavailability is key, and we have over 20 studies showing that Juice Plus is bioavailable. And then it does all kinds of amazing things to help our health once it does get absorbed. We know that it reduces inflammation, it reduces oxidative stress, and honestly, y'all, that is at the root of all chronic degenerative diseases. So if you can reduce your inflammation, if you can reduce your oxidative stress, then you are going to reduce your likelihood of all of the chronic degenerative diseases that none of us want to get. We don't want our loved ones to get. It also supports heart health, healthy cholesterol levels. One of the newest studies shows it actually reduces LDL cholesterol, increases HDL cholesterol. Huge for heart health. It helps support healthy skin and gums. Mimi's best friend from high school is a dermatologist. She recommends Juice Plus. And we know that for those women out there watching this, you have 39% improvement to the microcirculation of the skin. You have better skin density, fewer fine lines and wrinkles, and who does not want to sign up for that? It also helps dental health. My dentist recommends Juice Plus. It improves periodontal health, and actually, your dental health is really a great indicator of your health overall. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Other than I really want to honor one of my favorite physicians, Dr. Richard Du Bois, who really taught us about. I don't know if any of you have read the book Good Energy. If you haven't, pick it up over the holidays. Casey Means wrote it. It's phenomenal. And as I was reading it, I thought Dr. Du Bois was teaching us what Casey Means has written in her book that is out just in the last year or two. He was a phenomenal man, and we really want to always honor his memory because truly, he has a lot to do with why we have all this science. But he said there's nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. And so moving on to our amazing complete shakes. This is another foundational part of our program, and I love the shakes. It's my favorite meal of the day. They are vegan, full of superfoods. They have 8 grams of fiber, now 14 grams of protein, actually 8 grams of fiber. That is huge. Low glycemic index. And I absolutely love the Juice Plus shakes. We know that it's a very clean soy, and it's a very safe soy. And we also have learned that soy is actually very good for us when it's clean and water washed, not a processed soy. So we just want to say that we believe Juice Plus is like giving yourself the gift of health for Christmas and going into the new year. So that is all I'm going to share about the products, but I want to close with this. And that is, we hope that you will join us at whatever level is right for you with this Reset 25. We want you to join us because it's a simple program with tons of support and it's scientifically proven. And I don't know a program out there that can say all those things. As you join this program, you're going to have tons of support from a community of friends helping friends get healthy. Have the person that invited you add you to the Simple Solutions Facebook group. It's a happy place on Facebook where we share encouragement about your health. We share recipes. So we all want to thrive in 2025. And so we invite you to join us. Merry Christmas, everybody. And thank you for taking a few minutes of your busy holiday time to spend it with us.
Thank you, Sharon. That was such a great overview of the science and why Juice Plus is unique. And we, like Sharon said, we want you to join us at whatever level you can, but we want you to be doing those capsules. Some people choose the gummies, the omegas, the shakes, and for about $6 a day, you can do all that. So we hope talk to the person that shared this video with you, and let's provide you with more details and join our community. So thank y'all and have a good Merry Christmas.